All right, in this short tutorial, I want to talk about setting up your song list for a service. And MainStage makes this really easy. And there's a couple little things that you can do through copying and pasting that will make the songs flow a little bit easier. And so what you can do is you can come over and you can manipulate this. And most of us know that we can move these around, which is really helpful so that if I'm on the piano pad, I'm not trying to quickly go through a bunch of sounds to get to a specific sound. And so what you really want to do is create your sounds for each song. And so let's say that our first song is How Great Is Our God, and we know that we're using piano pad for that song. I'm just going to drag it to the top, and then what you can do is double click on the title, and I actually can rename that if I would like to. I'm going to wait at this point. I'm going to rename all my songs at the end, and you'll see why. Let's say that our next song that we go into calls for a pad. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to take this mellow pad and actually drag it all the way up to the top. So I have my second sound, and then my third song actually needs the piano pad again. And so what I would suggest doing is actually copying and pasting that same sound so that you have two of them, so that you don't have to push up and go back up. It's actually a little bit easier to always go down in your song list. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on piano pad, and on the Mac you're going to hit Command C for copy, and then Command V, and that is going to paste a second piano pad, and this just makes an exact copy of that previous. So I'm going to move this now down as my third song, and then let's say we get into our fourth song, and for that I'm going to use a Hammond B3, so I'm going to drag that up. And then sometimes we do have some sounds that we've actually created, and so a song like This Is Amazing Grace has a specific lead line. I'm going to pull that in, and so to do that I come over to this right here, and what you can see is it says down here at the bottom load patch or set, so I'm going to click on that, and then this is going to bring up my browser, and then all of our stuff is located on the desktop, so I'm going to go to the desktop, and then I would go into song files, which you actually can't see because this is my computer. And so this, oh, I actually have a This Is Amazing Grace. So you would go into that folder, and it actually is a patches folder. I'm going to hit This Is Amazing Grace. I'm going to hit import, and then you'll see that This Is Amazing Grace came in, and that's the sound that we use. And so once I have my songs here in order, then I can actually go back and I can double click on and rename these if I like. How Great Is Our God, and maybe our next song is What a Beautiful Name. Next one is Ever Be. This could be, what's a good one that we use, the B3 Hammond on, we don't use this a lot. Everlasting God. And then we have This Is Amazing Grace. So then my suggestion would be is from there is to actually get rid of all of these things that you know you're not going to use in a set. So I can come in here and actually you just highlight it and you can hit delete. And as you hit delete, all of these will go away. And then you have your song list for that service. And so again, what I would really also suggest is that you use the MIDI controller to use the up-down. What you should never have to do during a service is reach over and push on your song change using the mouse and the click. You should be using the MIDI controller, which is this button for down and this one for up. And so we want to, or excuse me, they're off to the side, they're labeled up and down. But you should always be using those and never using your mouse clicker to change songs because it's faster to do it from over here. So after you have all these in order, then you want to come up and you should have already done a save as with the date. And so for this, I would just hit save. And if I haven't done a save as, I would do a save as, and then I would name it the Sunday or the service date that I'm up. So hopefully that's helpful and will make things go just a little bit smoother on Sunday morning. And I guess another quick tip here is a lot of people like this view, but if you want a little bit different view, you can hit this performance view. And then this clears some things up and allows you just to see your songs. But a lot of people like to actually see some of the metering that's going on. And so a lot of people will use just this regular screen. You can manipulate the screen and move these over if you want to make sure that you're seeing all the faders. So to do that, you kind of just hover over this, and then you can drag it usually. And now it doesn't want to let me drag. I drug it over. You can drag that, but it's being stubborn. So hopefully that was helpful.